Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a journey back, way back to early 20th century Nova Scotia,
Oh, interesting. Where exactly?
to this really remote village, Scots Bay. We're diving into McKay's novel, The Birth House, a midwifery saga.
Right, I know the one. Read some fascinating reviews about it.
Exactly. We're using insights from a detailed review to unpack some pretty enduring themes.
Okay, so what's the main mission here? What are we digging for?
Well, the surprising thing, maybe, is how the fight for women's healthcare autonomy isn't new. It's this recurring clash
A clash between what, exactly?
between that sort of intuitive traditional wisdom and the rise of medical science. And that tension, it still echoes today, I think.
Absolutely. So the story starts with Dora Rare,
Yeah, Dora Rare, she's young, coming of age, and she gets drawn into midwifery.
under the local midwife, right?
This is Thomas. That's her.
Yeah.
That's Tom's. Quite formidable.
Yeah.
So imagine Dora learning this ancient art, wisdom passed down for generations. She becomes part of the community's most, well, intimate moments, sees that quiet strength women share.
And that traditional world, that way of life, it gets challenged, right? That's central to the plot.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's where it really heats up.
Because a doctor arrives, a young, charismatic one.
Exactly. He comes in bringing all the modern medical practices. Think antiseptic techniques, hospital births, stuff like that.
Which directly clashes with Mrs. Thomas's ways, her more intuitive, maybe herbal, community-focused approach.
Right. The novel really focuses on that tension, old versus new. You see the community kind of caught between Mrs. Thomas's experience and the doctor's textbook methods.
Yeah, and it becomes a fight, doesn't it? Not just about how to deliver babies.
No, it's bigger. Dora and Mrs. Thomas are fighting for their whole practice, really.
And for the women's autonomy, you mentioned that, the right to choose their own care.
Precisely. That clash is so vivid.
Yeah.
But beyond that main conflict with the doctor, the book dives deeper, right, into the community itself.
Oh, definitely.
What parts really show that struggle for female autonomy, specifically about their bodies, their birth choices?
Well, it's kind of woven through everything, but one really powerful thing is the sense of female community, solidarity. I mean, at a time when women didn't have many public roles, the birth house was like a sanctuary.
A safe space.
Yeah, exactly. Women supported each other, shared knowledge, had some control over their own bodies there.
Right.
The book really emphasizes that, inherent body wisdom and the fight for independence when outside forces like the doctor try to dictate things.
Right.
And McKay shows the cost, too. How professionalizing medicine sometimes pushed aside women's traditional knowledge and power in their own communities.
So it feels personal, not just historical. The review mentions meticulous research. Does it make the world feel real, or does it get a bit dry?
Oh, not at all. The research is there, you feel the authenticity, but it never feels like a lecture. It's woven in so well. The writing itself is quite lyrical, really evocative. You really get a sense of Scots Bay, the sea air, the cold winters. It pulls you in.
And Dora's journey.
It's compelling. You see her grow from this innocent girl into a strong woman. It feels very relatable, her struggles and her successes. And the other characters, like Mrs. Thomas, they're not just props. They feel real, adding depth to the whole community. Makes it feel very lived in.
So, thinking about our listeners, what's the big takeaway for you? Why should you care about this story set a century ago?
Well, it really is a powerful story, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely resonates beyond just 1910s Nova Scotia.
It makes you think about how we value different kinds of knowledge, different approaches to care, especially when it comes to women's health.
That's a great point. It's a compelling story, yes, but also, like you said, a celebration of female strength and a look at how healthcare has evolved.
Amy McKay really captures that resilience, that clash between tradition and what we call progress.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we've seen this clash, this quiet strength. It leaves us with a question, doesn't it?
It does. Thinking about today, balancing progress and tradition, what can we learn from these midwives?
Yeah, what do their struggles tell us about valuing different ways of knowing, different approaches to care?
Especially around women's health, their autonomy, even now.
It's definitely something to chew on, reflecting on how the past continues to shape us.